Welcome to SciMetaSoft Enhanced Echo training. Enhanced Echo is a structured reporting software application. It is the fastest way to create echocardiography-related reports. Now click on the shortcut on your desktop. This will take you to the Login New User Registration page. This is where you will create your account. Here you can create your own account by providing details in a few fields. Note, all fields marked with an asterisk are mandatory. In the Destination section, please choose from the appropriate drop-down list. Provide a valid email address and contact number so the Technical Support Department can contact you if needed. In the Admin Authentication field, you can provide a password. This would allow you to control who has access. Please safeguard this information so patient information is not compromised. Click on Submit tab, and now you are ready to use the Enhanced Echo software with your username and password. At the top of the screen, the menu items are highlighted in dark blue, starting with Patient List. At the bottom of the screen, you will see Welcome, followed by your username. By clicking your username, you are allowed to change your preferences. The very last tab is essential because it allows physician to upload a personal signature which will be attached to the final report. Please make sure you save your changes before exiting. Now, we will be reviewing the Menu tab. Under the Patient tab, you will find a screen containing a list of patients. By clicking the Patient Name tab, you can sort by ascending or descending order. The same goes for all tabs. Notice under the Interpretation status, there are three options: Complete, Incomplete, and Report. Complete means it has been read and electronically signed by the cardiologist. Incomplete means the cardiologist has not read the file. And report is when the preliminary report has been done but the final report has not been generated. If you want to search any patient record, you can provide the patient ID or name and click on Search to get that record. There is also an option to delete or reset the record. To perform this task, highlight the patient record, right-click, and select Delete or Reset. If Reset is selected, the status will change back to incomplete. Many times, this is done because the technician or doctor wants to make sure they take a second look before generating the final report. When the patient file is deleted, it is removed from the patient list but stored in the Deleted Folders database at all times. Once the patient file is deleted, it is no longer searchable under the patient list. You must search under the deleted files. Please note, you still have the option to restore the file back to the original patient list. To do this, right-click on the patient file and select Restore. Click Cancel and close out. Go to the Menu Screen tab at the top and click Refresh. Reopen the patient file. Under the patient record, you will find the following information: patient ID, height, weight in inches and centimeters, rhythm, which has a drop-down box, temperature, blood pressure, and others listed. Most of this information is automatically filtered over from the uploaded file. Heart rate, rhythm, temperature, and blood pressure are four which are not. These readings will have to be inputted by a doctor or echo technician. Next, you will find Reason for Study. You can select as many options from the drop-down menu or type your reason out in the box below. The next is the teaching file description, where a brief description can be recorded. Under Ordering Physician List, select a doctor from the drop-down menu. To add a new physician, click the bottom and complete the form and select Save. If the physician doesn't show up immediately, select the refresh list. Same goes for the tab under Echo Staff. Date and time created has two options. You can either click the Now tab to generate the current time or input the date and time manually. To go to the next page, select the next arrow at the bottom of the page or select the Measurements tab to the far left. Clicking the next arrow or Measurements tab will automatically save the information. As you can see, the measurement data is automatically uploaded from the file. If the value is yellow, it means the value is mildly high or lower than normal range. If red, it is erroneously out of range. These values can also be modified at this level by simply typing in the field. When placing your cursor over the value, a pop-up tab will indicate the normal value. The next page is valves. This information is also inserted from the uploaded file, and values can also be corrected by simply typing in the field provided. Let's move to the Study Findings page. Next is the Wall Motion page. This page is very useful when creating the report. Not only does it save time, but it is very user-friendly. On the left, you have the Wall Motion Rest section, and on the right is the Wall Motion Stress. There are three ways to generate the syntax. The first way is to click on the Create Rest tab. A pop-up box appears giving you the option to quickly create sentences from the drop-down menus. Please see the example. Note, with this method, the last phrase and the remainder of the left ventricle functions normally is automatically chosen. The second way is to choose from the options that are already listed on the main rest page. For example, if the posterior wall is normal and the lateral wall is hypokinetic, click the following and a complete sentence is formulated. If the lateral wall is hypodynamic and all others are normal, click the following and a complete sentence is also formulated. Now, if the spectrum and the anterior walls are normal, you must click and unclick the tab for a complete sentence. If this is not done in this order, grammatical errors will occur. However, you always have the option to manually edit inside the text box. The final option is the Wall Motion Graph. This has a drag and drop feature that is color-coded. Simply drag and drop the respective findings and click Accept. The quality of study option must be filled out in order for the final report to be generated. Although you do not have to fill it out to leave this page, when you choose the Report option from the Menu tab, it will lead you back to the Quality of Study option highlighted in red. At that point, you must complete the Quality of Study in order to generate that report. The same process and procedures applies to the Wall Motion Stress section. The next page is titled Stress Echo. Under the Baseline section, the percentage is also populated and can be adjusted. The final 3 pages are there for the doctors and technicians to input any information they deem necessary. These pages are not used very often, but is conveniently placed to cover all aspects of the reporting process. Now it's time to create the report. This is the preliminary report. At this level, you can make any changes. There's a spell check option, but you must first highlight the text and then select spell check. After all changes or edits have been made, you can select Save. If you select Save, it will place the file on the patient list with a report status. If Continued is selected, the final report is generated. This report can be saved as a PDF, Excel, or Word document. You also have the option to print or fax the report. If changes need to be made after the final report is generated, exit the screen and return to the patient file. The editable file will populate. You can then make additional corrections and resave or send the report. The key element of this report is that the format has been approved for the IAC accreditation. IAC is the Intersocietal Accreditation Commission. Its purpose is to ensure each facility is operating under the highest standards for patient care. One of the standards is how the reporting is structured. SciMetaSoft has met those standards. IAC accreditation will be mandatory for all practices by year 2014. Facilities that do not adhere to the IAC standards will not be paid by Medicare carriers as well as private third-party insurers. This concludes the training for Enhance Echo software. I hope you've enjoyed it. Welcome to SciMetaSoft Enhance Echo training. Enhance Echo is a structured reporting software application.